Hello everyone, and welcome to another tutorial. In this one, I'll talk about payments, how it works, and how to set them up. First, you need to configure your payment settings. To configure, go to Payment, then Payment Settings. The first thing you'll see is your payment gateway provider. By default, this is Ambel, which processes card payments. If you're a paid subscriber, you can also connect your own gateway, like Stripe and Square. To do that, go to Settings, then Integration, where you can connect your own Stripe or Square account for now. Once connected, that option appears here in your payment account settings, and you can select it. From then on, payments are processed through your own account instead of Ambel, and the money transfers directly to your connected account. Ambel simply connect you with the platform. Next, decide who pays the payment processing fee. When a card transaction happens, there's a processing fee, and you can choose whether the customer or you, the owner, covers it. For example, on a $100 bill with a $3 processing fee, if the customer pays it, they're charged $103. If you cover it, the customer pays $100 and you receive $97. You'll also see an option for accepting online payments, which is used for paying your staff. You can pay salaries directly from your Ambel wallet. You can set a start invoice prefix as well, which appears before each invoice number. For example, you might use #SL. And if you'd like customers to be able to leave tips, you can enable tips here. I'll leave that off for now. With that, your payment settings are complete. Next, let's go to the Account section. Here, you can add your payment methods, including your cards with the card number and CVC. You can add a withdrawal method, such as your bank account details, so that when you withdraw money, it's sent to that account. You can also add your billing information. You can also update, downgrade, or cancel your subscription and even send money to another user's account using the Send Money option. Now, let's look at fee setup. When you create a service, there's an option to now show fee. A fee is what you charge when someone cancels outside your rules or is absent from an appointment. If the customer has already paid, the fee is deducted and the rest is refunded to their card or wallet. If they haven't paid, the fee is added to their due balance. Let's add one. Click Add. New fee and give it a name. There are 3 types: late cancellation, absent or no-show, and compensation. Compensation works in reverse. When a practitioner misses an appointment due to their own fault, they pay compensation to the customer. Absent applies when a customer misses their appointment, and late cancellation applies when someone cancels within your cutoff window. Let's set up an absent fee. Choose the fee type, percentage or fixed amount. A percentage charges a share of the service price, so 50% of a $100 service is $50. A fixed amount lets you charge an exact figure, such as $15, $30, or $50. We'll create a percentage fee of 50%, so if a customer is absent without notice, they're charged half the service price. Then choose the branches it applies to and select which practitioners it covers. You can apply it to all of them, or just a few. I'll select 2. So this no-show fee applies only to those 2 doctors. Then create the fee. Our no-show fee is now set up. You can also add a late cancellation fee the same way at 50%, applied to your chosen practitioners. To set the cancellation window itself, go to Settings, then Online Booking, and set the cancellation period before the appointment starts. For example, if it's 5 hours and a customer cancels 3 hours before the appointment, that falls within the window and they're charged the late cancellation fee. Now, let's create a tax. If you want to charge tax to your customers, you can attach it to services, packages, memberships, and products. Click New Tax, give it a name, for example, GST. Set the rate, such as 5%, and select the branch. This 5% tax you can add to your services and other offerings. Next, let's create a discount. Go to Payment, then Discount, and click New Discount. Give it a name and select the branch it applies to. You can set an expiry date if you'd like, so the discount is only valid until a certain date. There are 3 discount types: override, amount, and percentage. Override replaces the total price with the discount value. So if you have a $20 override, then a $100, $500, or even $1,000 service all become just $20. Amount is a flat discount. A $20 discount on a $100 service means the customer pays $80. And percentage takes a share off the price, so a 10% discount on a $100 service saves $10, and on a $200 service, $20. We'll use an amount discount of $20. You can limit it to 1 use per person by enabling that option. You can also add a coupon code. For example, the code NEW, so when a customer applies it, they receive the $20 discount. You can cap the total number of uses, say 100 new customers, or leave it unlimited and rely on the expiry date instead. You can also set a minimum purchase amount, so the discount only applies above a certain price. We'll set it to $100, meaning the code only works on purchases of $100 or more. Then choose who can apply the code: everyone, practitioners, staff, existing customers, or new customers. We'll select new customers, so only they can use it. Next, choose what it applies to: everything or specific services, products, packages, or memberships. We'll select services and then choose all services. Add a note if you'd like and create the discount. Now, at checkout, a new customer can enter the code NEW to receive $20 off. Now let's look at payment links. A payment link is a specialized link you can share on social media or other platforms to collect payment. When someone clicks it, they're taken to a payment page where they can pay you. To create one, click New Link and add a payment title, for example, Collect Funds, then select the branch. Choose whether the amount is fixed or up to the customer. We'll use a fixed amount of $100. Then set the display option: Inside Ambel, which only works on your booking page, or Outside Ambel, which you can share anywhere. We'll choose Outside Ambel, so customers can pay from any platform. Next are the payment form options. Under User Options, choose who can pay: an account holder or a guest. You must select at least one. Restricting it to account holders means only verified users can pay, which helps prevent fraud and bots. The amount is always shown and can't be turned off. You can allow customers to add a description and make it required if you wish. You can collect basic information such as name, email, phone, and address and mark those as required. You can also request an invoice number if they pay for existing invoice. For payment options, there are 3 methods: wallet, existing card, and new credit or debit card. PayPal isn't integrated yet but will be supported later. To pay by wallet, the customer needs a balance. To use an existing card, they need a saved card, and guests can pay with a new credit or debit card. You can also show a branch option, so the customer selects which branch they're paying under, and a practitioner reference option, so they can reference a practitioner from your list. You can request billing information too. We'll collect billing and branch information, but leave both optional. Finally, there's the form footer, which displays your organization's name, address, email, phone number, and privacy policy link. I'll add some demo details here. Then agree to the terms and conditions and create the link. You'll receive a payment URL that you can copy and share anywhere, since it's set to work outside Ambel. When a customer opens it, they'll see the title, amount, the fields you selected, and the payment methods, and they can complete their payment. Now let's go back to payments and look at invoices. There are 2 options: create a new invoice or pay an existing one. Since we don't have any yet, let's create a new invoice. Select the branch, then choose the payment method. You can use a Stripe POS, Cash, another gateway, or select by customer, which sends the invoice to the customer so they can pay it their own way. We'll choose by customer. Next, choose whether the patient is new or existing. For an existing patient, search and select them. For example, Patient 1. The invoice will be sent to their email, and if they have an account, their dashboard. Click Next, then choose what the invoice is for. You can invoice for services, packages, and memberships, an existing due amount, an appointment, a product, a medical report, resources like a bed or ICU, or a custom amount. We'll invoice for a service and an existing due amount, and also add a custom amount. Click Next. Here you'll see the existing due of $50. Let's add the services. General consultation at $50 and health check at $50. You can adjust the quantity and select the practitioner for each service. For the custom amount, give it a title and set the figure. Let's say $200. You can also apply a discount. I'll add a $20 discount. That brings the total to $330 after the discount. Let's create the invoice. It's now sent to the customer by email and to their dashboard, where they can pay it. If the customer wants to pay right away, you can use Pay Now. Select the branch, the customer, the invoice number, and the payment method, such as cash. Then choose the payment type, single or partial. This is a $330 invoice, so if the customer pays in full, select Single. If they pay part of it, select Partial and enter the amount. Let's say they pay $150 now. The remaining balance stays on their account to be paid later. You can view the details to see the paid amount of $150 and the remaining due of $180, and you can download the invoice. Later, when the customer returns, use Pay Now Again, select the branch, Customer, Invoice, and Cash as the method, and take a single payment for the remaining balance. Now the full $330 is paid. You can download the invoice, and if needed, you can cancel and refund the transaction. Since this was paid in cash, you'd process the cash refund. Finally, let's look at refunds. When a customer submits a refund request, it appears here, and you can approve or decline it. If you approve, the amount is transferred back to the customer. If you decline, the request is canceled. That covers payments. In a later tutorial, we'll look at how payments work inside the schedule and on the booking page, and how customers pay. Thank you so much for watching this tutorial.